Alright, hello everyone, my name is BB2InBest, and today we're going to be discussing how Trials of the Nine could return to Destiny 2 and be more enjoyable for everybody, with a fresh new game mode and fresh new loot. So, first, I've been looking at just some stuff, and I've noticed that most people are on either two sides, whether it's elimination from D1 or countdown and survival from D2. Now, personally, I don't like any of these game modes. Yeah, I'm one of those people. That's right, I didn't like Trials from D1. Fight me. So, here's the thing about D1 Trials. I was not good at sniping, and I'm still not. I prefer not to snipe. I prefer a shotgun over a sniper, or any day. A fusion rifle, a shotgun is really my thing. So, when people in Trials in D1, I'd literally turn a corner and instantly get sniped. I don't like Trials for that reason. Like, you could tell me to get good, but a game is not a game when you turn a corner and get sniped because they're hard scoping it or they're using the most sweaty weapons. Now, the sweaty part is something I'm okay with. I don't mind that. It's a matter of why would you make a game mode where turning a corner and getting sniped instantly is a matter of like everything. And then also, whenever I did Trials, people would always yell at me or yell at my teammates or get toxic with each other and yell at each other because somebody didn't know how to like slide res or whatever. It's so stupid. Like, I didn't like it. It was toxic and not fun for me. And I've had bad experiences in Trials. In D2, Trials really exposed the meta, and it was stupidly sweaty. And since team shotting was very prevalent in Destiny 2's meta, well, that didn't go so well either. Now, what am I thinking for D2's new Trials? Now, let's take a look at what Trials is supposed to be. It's supposed to be an event on the weekend that brings the community together, that features a Crucible mode that is intense, fun, and puts everyone to the challenge to get the best loot on the challenge card. How could we do that? Here's what I thought. So let's take a book from Halo 5. Oh my god, Halo 5 was not a good Halo. You're right, it's not the best Halo. It's faster gameplay. It's more like Destiny, to be honest. Yes, 343 did a good job with Halo 5, in my opinion. Don't judge me. Just the multiplayer campaign blows. But I'm going to use the game mode that I think was very fun. Me and Dual Blades, we played it a lot when it was around, and I still think it's one of the best Halo 5 game modes to ever have existed. It's called Extermination. Well, don't literally call it Extermination. Call it Genocide or Slaughterhouse or something. Please don't call it Extermination. 343 is going to be on your butts. So, what is this game mode? Well, it's best out of 3 rounds. Okay, that's not bad. It's 4 versus 4. Alright, so we're still keeping that format. And I like the idea of 4 versus 4, because I think it's better. 3 versus 3 might get a little too quiet, if per se. Okay, so the idea of the game mode is to kill the enemy and exterminate their team, as the name implies. So to win a round of extermination, or genocide, or slaughterhouse, I'm going to call it genocide. Just kidding, I'm just going to call it extermination for now, until somebody wants to... I'll just use the name sparingly, but I'll just probably say or. So to win a round of extermination, your team will have to kill the whole enemy team without having anyone on the enemy team respawn. And they're probably like, wow, that sounds stupid. You're wrong. See, I think there should be like an 8 to 10 second respawn timer, so if one of your teammates die, if 3 teammates die, like at the same time, let's just say a rocket launcher just blows them up, and there's one guy left, he has to wait 10 seconds, and that team could straight up just track him down and kill him and win the round. So this game mode, A, exposes meta, just like Trials should, and B, just gives fun, plays around teamwork, and plays around not team shotting. Now, I'm one of those people that don't like team shotting. Team shotting is by far the most annoying thing I ever find in the Crucible and Destiny, especially Destiny 2. Now, I think Extermination would really help with that, just because you can't group up. If you all die at once and there's one guy left, you lose the round. And it's not like elimination where you're dead and you're dead. It's a matter of fact, you can respawn, but since you all died at the same time, you just lost the round. And I mean, let's just say someone gets Nova, let's just say one of those like melee hits with a chain lightning on Warlocks. Gets a double kill. Okay. Those guys have to wait 10 seconds to get back in the fight. But their other two teammates are on a severe disadvantage. Because if nobody on the other team died, that's a far disadvantage. So for those of you who knew what extermination was, I'm sorry, but for those who didn't, they deserve to know as well. And yeah, so I'm going to recap that real quick. So for every round of extermination, you have to wipe out the whole enemy team without them respawning to win the round, and it'll be out of 3 rounds. So let's just say you kill 3 of them and track the round won't end. You have to kill the last guy, but the other 3 can't respawn as well. So yes, this might come up with some loopholes of camping in the back of the map, but that team can just push super hard. So yeah. So with the game mode all gone and already, let's talk about the challenge card, because that's also pretty important. So you'll have 3 losses and 9 wins on the card. Now, that's pretty much what D1 did, and I think that's a good system. Now, we'll have the 3rd Spire. It'll always be open on the weekend to everybody. You don't have to get a win in Trials to unlock it. So you can just go to the 3rd Spire and talk to the Emissary. There are, just like the way it was back in Vanilla D2, there are 3 jumpable locations. There's the starting area of the 3rd Spire, the first location at the 3rd Spire, the second jumpable location at the 3rd Spire, and the 3rd location. And then there'll also be the flawless spot. So the first location will be unlocked at 3 wins. So yeah, when you get 3 wins, you'll go to the 3rd Spire, you'll get on the first I actually could not say the word Cannon Man for my life. You'll get on the first Cannon Man and you'll be able to go up. When you get 6 wins, you'll be able to go up a second Cannon Man and go to the second platform. And with 9 wins, you will be able to go to take the 3rd Cannon Man to get to the Emissary for a 9-win area. Also, when you get flawless, you'll be able to do all 3 of these. You'll do all 3 of the jumpable locations and go to a secret flawless area, the same one that's also in D2. The little like space cosmic area with like the horse. So yeah. When you get to the thresholds of wins, the Emissary will give you a package with items in it. A weapon, a piece of armor, shaders, another cosmetic. It's all random. So what else? When you go flawless, you'll get a package from the Emissary. So you'll go to the flawless area and the Emissary will have a package for you. What will it have in it? It'll have a piece of flawless armor, an adept weapon. Oh my god, an adept weapon, you heard me right. Some special shaders and a rare cosmetic. There are flawless specific cosmetics, by the way. And yeah. So next up, also on the card, you'll be able to do 3 boons. So the card itself will cost 20 legendary shards from the Emissary of the 9, which will be and she'll be in the starting area, not on a jumpable location. So you can go straight up and buy one. And here is the boons you'll be able to buy. They're the same as Trials of Osiris. And here we go. They each will cost 1,000 glimmer to purchase. Here are the 3 boons. The first loss of a Trials card will not count. The first win of a Trials card will count as 2. And on the Trials card, you will start with 1 win already, so you'll only need to get 7 wins. And you can take a loss to go flawless, which is perfect. Just the way it was in D1, but I think the card system was very well done in D1. Also, after winning 9 wins, you can either turn it in to the Emissary, you can turn your card into the Emissary, or you can keep going back into the Trials playlist on that card to unlock more secretive, powerful, well, not powerful, but more secret loot that's you can really out here flexing on people about. Also, you can only go flawless on 1 character per week. Or not 1 character, you can only go flawless once per character per week. So in total, you can only go flawless 3 times per week to get loot. You can go flawless as many times as you want a week, but you will only get special flawless loot once a week per character. So each week, you'll only be able to get 3 adept weapons, 3 of the pieces of armor, and a chance at 3 of the cosmetics. But if you go back in and get let's just say you do your flawless Trials card on your Titan, Warlock, and Hunter, and you go back and do it on your Warlock, you'll be able to go to the flawless place and there will be a package for you, but it'll probably only have some like legendary shards. It'll have legendary shards, enhancement cores. No, it won't even have that many enhancement cores, if any. Like, it won't be that many because you already went flawless. Like, you clearly proved yourself, but giving some reward for doing it again is kind of deserving, if you ask me. But direct loot, because this is farmable at that point. Now, when you're done with a Trials card, you can buy a new one, and you can get loot from the matches and the package thresholds from the emissary, but you still cannot get the flawless package. You can only do the flawless package once per week per character, but all the other threshold packages will be able to be done as many times as you want. So let's start loot. I have devised a massive loot pool for Trials of the Nine. And you're probably like, wow, that's... You're right, I know, thank you. Let's start with armor. There will be a full set of armor for each class, and they will have perks that will benefit the player in Extermination. Yeah, sounds about right. There will also be full sets of flawless armor for each class, whether you want to call it adept armor or flawless armor or whatever. That will also have perks that benefit the players in the Extermination game mode, whether it's the weekly game mode, which it could be, because I think it should be, and also Trials. Give yourself some Trials practice. There will also be, for each set of armor, there will be ornaments that have like a digital fancy effect like they did in Destiny 1's Year 3 ornaments. I want those types of ornaments for the regular ornaments and the flawless ornaments. Like, I want cool stuff. Also, the set of armor and the flawless set of armor will not look the same. It will be separately colored. So let's just say the regular armor is white, gray, and blue. The flawless armor might be a different shade of that, but it'll keep the general color scheme, but it'll change it a bit so it's not like directly copied. So you don't get that feeling that you just got armor that looks the same, even though it's the flawless armor. So yeah, nothing special. I mean, it is special for sure. The flawless armor and the flawless ornaments will look phenomenal, and regular armor with regular ornaments will look cool too. So yeah, and the perks, of course. Next up, we will have a full set of weapons to offer to you. The emissary will have everything. In your primary slot, she'll offer an auto rifle, a pulse rifle, a scout rifle, a hand cannon, a sidearm, a bow, and a submachine gun. In your special slot, she'll offer you a shotgun, a sniper, a fusion rifle, a grenade launcher, a trace rifle, and a slug shotgun. And in the heavy slot, she will offer a rocket launcher, a machine gun, a sword, a grenade launcher, and a linear fusion rifle. Damn, she got big guns. Also, for each Trials weapon will be randomly rolled, but in the Adept version, it'll be a curated roll, fully masterworked, and it'll have a roll with 3 traits. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, in each Adept weapon will always come with Quick Draw. That will be the 3rd trait. It'll always come with Quick Draw. Also, one more thing is the Trials weapons will have randomized elements. So let's just say you get the shotgun. You could get it in kinetic, you could get it in solar, arc, or void, which is honestly what I think it should be. So you can have the chance of getting it in the slot you want, but you also have to get the roll that you want and the masterwork. But with the curated roll, you'll be able to get it, the curated flawless adept version of the gun. It'll have the adept version of these weapons will come with quick draw, a defined element, and they will have absolutely phenomenal perks. So yeah, let's go over them. So the auto rifle will be 360 rounds per minute with solar damage, and it'll have tap the trigger and kill clip. And when you go flawless in the adept version, as all adept version weapons will have quick draw. Now, I'm not going to keep saying that each weapon has quick draw because the adept version will always have quick draw. Next up, the pulse rifle will be 540 rounds per minute. That's a fast rate of fire, and it'll be kinetic weapon. It'll have feeding frenzy and rangefinder. Next up, the scout rifle. It'll be 260 rounds per minute. Yeah, that's a fast one. It'll be that type. And it'll be rangefinder, rapid hit, and it'll be a kinetic weapon. And yes, it will still intrinsically fire full auto. Next up, the hand cannon. It'll be an arc damage weapon, and it'll be 150 rounds per minute, coming with opening shot and kill clip. Next up, the sidearm, 360 rounds per minute, kinetic damage, opening shot, threat detector. And I don't know if I said this already, 360 rounds per minute. Next up, the bow, 880 draw time. That is Wish Ender draw time. That is slow draw time with void damage and Archer's Tempo and Rampage. Now, I actually want to talk about this one for a sec because this one would be really good. Because, I mean, if you want an 880 rounds per draw time bow, you're using Wish Ender, and that's the kinetic slot. Now, Wish Ender Luna's is obviously cool, but let's just say you want to go the Trials of the Nine bow and Mountaintop or Dust Rock or some other awesome weapon like Sturm, per se. You know, that's kind of what I was going for. Now I got a little sidetracked. Let's keep talking. Submachine guns, 900 rounds per minute, kinetic damage, tap the trigger and kill clip. Shotgun, 45 rounds per minute, kinetic damage, hip fire grip, slide shot. Yes, I am playing into the meta with this one, but that's kind of what Trials does. Next up, sniper rifle, 140 rounds per minute with solar damage. It'll have opening shot and third eye. You're like, oh, third eye, phenomenal. Next up, the fusion rifle, 860 charge time with arc damage, backup plan, rangefinder. That is beautiful. Next up, the grenade launcher in the special slot will be 90 rounds per minute, as all single-fire grenade launchers are. It'll have a kinetic damage, and it'll be auto-loading holster and mulligan. I'm going to talk about this one as well for a sec. Auto-loading holster is something that'll really help grenade launchers, so you can like put it away, whip it out, and then go pew and blow them up. And let's just say you have the adapt version of the weapon as well. You'll be able to pull it out really fast with quick draw intrinsically on the weapon. That's awesome. Also, mulligan. Why mulligan? So let's just say you fire the grenade and you just completely miss. You have the chance of getting that grenade right back into your magazine. I think that's good. I think that's awesome. I don't know why you don't think it's awesome. Yeah. Next up, trace rifle, 1,000 rounds per minute. As usual, it'll fire in void damage because us boys over here, wave splitter only on PlayStation, I guess. So we need a void one as well. And it'll have moving target and tap the trigger. I didn't know what to do with trace rifles, so I decided to just go with perks that were kind of based around aim assistance. So yeah. Next up, the slug shotgun will be in kinetic damage with opening shot and threat detector. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, there's no other shotgun in the slug shotgun specifically in the kinetic damage other than Chaperone, so this is really going to help like the type of gun. So let's just say you want to go in the energy slot with Graviton Lance, but you also want to use a kinetic slug shotgun because you're a fan of slug shotguns. Here you go. This is your answer. An adapt version of the slug shotgun from Trials. Kinetic weapon with a god roll. But you can also get it as a regular drop in the kinetic slot, but elements are randomized, so you'll have to be aware of that. Next up, the heavy weapons. Rocket launcher will be fast rate of fire, 20 rounds per minute, and void damage. Tracking module, auto-loading holster. Nothing much else to say there. Machine gun will be of the 450 rounds per minute damage, arc damage, feeding frenzy, and rampage. I didn't know what else to put. Next up, a sword will be solar damage with 82 swing speed. You're probably like, what's a swing speed? Now, I think most swords have a swing speed around 40, and Crown Splitter has a sword speed of like 10. But Quick Fang has a swing speed of 82, and I thought maybe the Trial Sword could be a ninja sword as well. And the perks will be Tireless Blade and Assassin's Blade. Second to last, we have Grenade Launcher, a drum grenade launcher specifically. It'll be void damage, 120 rounds per minute with hip fire grip and rampage. And last up on the weapons, Linear Fusion Rifle, 533 charge time, solar damage, and it'll have opening shot and outlaw. Yeah, there's not many good perks for linear fusions, and I mean, backup plan's like a poop one because you have to land the shot and it's only one line instead of like a whole set of like 5 bolts. So yeah. But that's not where the weapons end. There are 3 pinnacle weapon quests for special pinnacle trials weapons. The quest can be unlocked from getting 3 wins on one card, 12 wins on one card, and 21 wins on some one card. So yeah, these pinnacle weapons will have quests. They will be hard. They will take time, and they also take time to unlock. In general, 3 wins is obviously something you can unlock pretty easy. 12 wins is something someone can unlock pretty easy. Well, not someone, but maybe professional players. And 21 wins, you'll have the God Gun. Like, 21 wins on a card. Oh my god. You get a pinnacle weapon quest for this, and you get to start, and you get to go. That's awesome. Next up, 1 exotic weapon for Trials. The quest can be unlocked from going flawless in Trials of the Nine. It'll be called Emissary's Approval, and I don't know what it does, but it'll probably have a powerful effect in Trials and pretty much just a game in general. Next up, we have 1 exotic armor piece for each class in the Trials of the Nine. So this quest can be unlocked from getting 6 wins in Trials, and it will just give a powerful bonus in Trials and general gameplay. But 1 exotic armor, like let's just say Warlock has a helmet that does something powerful in Trials, like health regen when a teammate dies, or boosted ability energy when your teammate dies. Something like that, something nice. Like it applies in PvE as well, so it'd be awesome. But yes, this quest is also another longer quest. It'll drop from getting 6 wins. With that, I have talked about just about every weapon I could conceive for Trials. But I mean, that's okay, because we need loot. And holy balls, 20 minutes, and I'm not done. Well, hope you guys are here for a movie. Last up, and I hopefully last up on my script, cosmetics. There are a lot of them, so yeah, I'm going to start being a little more brief. Emblems. There'll be the regular... Well, it looks like I just killed myself. Or just straight up, like my voice just didn't work. But I'm getting sidetracked yet again. First, emblems. You'll have the regular emblem that you get from the general trials. Tracks nothing. Emblem from getting 3 wins. Tracks Trials of the 9 wins. An emblem from getting 6 wins. Tracks kills in Trials of the 9. Emblem from getting 9 wins. Tracks amount of completed Trials of the 9 scorecards. And there will also be emblem from failing a Trials card. Tracks amount of losses in Trials of the 9. Emblem from failing 3 Trials cards. Tracks amount of failed Trials cards. Yeah, that's a doozy. Emblem from getting a flawless card. Tracks amount of flawless Trials cards you've completed. And next up, we got the secret ones. Actually, these aren't secrets. Emblem that can be collected randomly from getting wins after 9 wins. This will be tracks amount of wins in the Trials of the 9 after 9 wins. Yes, these are secret emblems after getting 9 wins. There's also another emblem that collected randomly after getting 9 wins. It'll track the longest win streak in Trials of the 9. Also, there will be 3 other secret emblems that can be collected from completing Trials of the 9 matches after 9 wins. These will look cool, and yeah. Next up, shaders. We got a regular shader that comes on all guns, drops often, nothing cool. Probably looks cool, yeah. Rare shader that comes on all loot, or not all loot. It can drop on all loot, but drops more rarely. Then we got the flawless shader, which drops on guns that are from flawless drops. So like the adept weapons will come with a flawless shader. Flawless armor will come with flawless shader. Yeah. And there will also be 1 secret shader that can be collected after completing matches after 9 wins, which is also a good idea because secret items is something all the hard PvP people want to yearn for. Next up, ghost shells. There's going to be a regular ghost shell that drops rarely from completing Trials of the 9 matches, and there will be a flawless ghost shell that can drop from flawless Trials packages. There's also a secret ghost shell that drops after getting 9 wins in Trials. Next up, emotes. There's going to be a blue emote that's an infinite emote that makes the player float like the emissary. It'll drop from packages from the emissary of the 9. So yeah, if you always want to sit there all spooky looking, floating like the emissary, well, here's your emote. Just be lucky to get it. Next up, sparrows. We'll have a regular sparrow that comes from completing matches, a flawless sparrow that drops randomly from the flawless package, and a secret sparrow that drops randomly from completing matches after 9 wins. Ships. There's going to be a regular ship that drops randomly. regularly, and there's going to be a flawless ship that drops randomly from completing flawless packages. Next up, secret ship that drops after 9 wins randomly. Also, we got another set of items. We got all these items can drop randomly from trials matches, threshold packages, whatever. There's going to be a transmat effect, a ghost projection, and the exotic weapon, pinnacle weapon, and armor piece trials based. The trials, exotic weapon, pinnacle weapons, and exotic armor piece ornaments. Those will exist as well. But I failed to mention probably the best item that could ever happen in trials. The best cosmetic. Better than all the adept weapons. Better than everything. It's an emote. It's beautiful. It's an exotic emote. A holographic blue horse will appear and your character will mount on the horse. And the horse will get up on its hind legs, do one of those like nee things, and then you'll be able to like ride it around. However you want. Press the jump button, make the horse jump. Do whatever. You can ride this horse. It's like a Team Fortress 2 emote. You know, like the car emote for the scout, or not the car, the tricycle one, the tank one for the soldier, or let's be more general, the flying broomstick for all the classes in TF2. It's like this, but it's a horse and it's an emote and you can ride it around. And I'm probably like, what is this going to do for me? So I don't know. You can be running around on a horse. I mean, who doesn't want that? And I mean, pressing any other button will make the horse disappear, and pressing the same emote button will make you dismount and pet the horse and it'll disappear. So yeah. Now, I was also thinking, like, I know this video is already stupidly long, but I just kind of like was coursing through my head while speaking off my script and all that stuff. And I was kind of thinking, what if there was a seal title, like approved, or I don't know, something 9 based, like, I don't know. Maybe you could be maybe like ambassador, because now that you're like in trials, or like something of the sort, but I don't know what the title would be called. Maybe like, I don't know. I really don't know what the trials title could be. Like, if you had a trials title, I don't know what it'd be. It'd probably be something about like something. I don't know. I really don't know. And yeah, with that, my name is BB2Invest. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment, leave a like, leave a dislike if you didn't like it, and make sure to comment in the comment section how I can improve for next time. And with that, my name is BB2Invest. Share the video with your friends, because this one is a doozy to make. Just kidding, that's shameless advertising. But share it with your friends, I highly recommend it. And with that, my name is BB2Invest, and you all have a good day.